Welcome to the A1B1 podcast, episode 5. I'm Tyler, and this is...
I am Jake.
we try hyping it up every time.
And it's just funny every time.
Okay, first of all, foremost, I would like to apologize. I feel like I apologize at the beginning of every podcast, but this one in particular, I am apologizing because this is going to be probably the most controversial podcast we've ever done in the period of A1B1 podcasting.
I would agree.
This is because we are discussing a topic that's currently ongoing, and it is the Daniel Keemstar, or Daniel Keem, versus Ethan Klein of H3H3 Productions. Again, sorry for the controversial podcast. We are going to talk about our opinions and thoughts on the ongoing matter, so don't give us that much hate. But if you are also entitled to your own opinion, so please give your opinions down in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button if you liked it. You could hit that dislike button if you didn't like it so much. It's okay. This could be the first podcast that gets some dislikes, but definitely hit that subscribe button.
100%. That's the important one.
So I feel like I'm going to be basically doing all the talking on this one.
Yeah, because I know fuck all about this. Keemstar, explain it to me. What is the goss?
So the word on the street is that, well, it's not word on the street. Keemstar straight up gunned for Ethan, telling the world that basically there was this help fund that a game, Payday 2, gave out a DLC for H3H3, and all the money were going to go towards them, H3H3. And Keemstar wrongfully accused of Ethan of spending this money and basically committing fraud. So Ethan decided to do a full-on Netflix documentary style go fuck yourself video to just prove that what Keemstar posted on Drum Alert was just wrong.
Well, that sounds pretty interesting. I'll have to check it out tonight.
You really do. It's a good video. I'll link to the video in the description because we are talking about this. But this video, essentially, Ethan and Eli, they both must have written it together. So much time and effort must have been put into this video that obviously Ethan put against Keemstar. It's like a content cop. It's called Content Nuke. So obviously, it's like what iDubbbz with the content cops. Ethan's done his style and take on it just to defend his own name. So there's been beef ongoing between Keemstar, but there's a lot of beef with Keemstar because obviously he reports on drama and he gets paid to basically slander other YouTubers, which is basically what we're doing right now.
Basically illegal. Yeah, and that's basically illegal. So
like he talks about how Keemstar is doxing people because Keemstar very much gives away people's addresses. He wrongfully accused someone for being a paedophile and just basically ruined this man's life. I believe his name is Ron. He's very spare his opinion and don't care about the consequences. However, now I think for the first time since iDubbbz done a video on him, he's taken a big L, just that fattest of L's.
A big backlash, as it were.
In fact, I have some statistics on both sides. I personally believe, this is my own personal opinion, I've subscribed to both of them. I've been watching them all for a long time. I subscribe to Keemstar knowing that he's a bit eccentric and he will express his opinion even though his opinion may be wrong. I know he has these powers to shut down other people's YouTube. He thinks he's a god on the platform because he could just destroy people with his mass following, which is something that we could be in the trail mix for discussing this subject. He's a powerful dude, and then Ethan's got his like H3H3 fans, so I can see both sides. Again, on the Ethan side, I know some things Ethan says is a bit eccentric, but I feel like Ethan's more for the memes.
He's very a mean character to make people laugh. He's not there to do serious stuff.
Yeah, he doesn't report on news. Ethan does his own H3H3 podcast, but he doesn't discuss news. He discusses things. He's not reporting things. He's not a journalist, whereas Keemstar has a news channel. A creator of the #1 source channel on social media interactions online. That's what he does.
Just a news channel, yeah.
So yeah, that's what's going on between them. He slanders him. There's please check out the video. I'm not going to basically repeat the video in this discussion, but I'll just share my screen and show you. Let's start with the social blades. So the video was released about 24 hours ago. Now it's going into the third. So in the first day since Ethan released this video, you can see he lost 10k subscribers in the first day. On the first few
hours. And this is Keemstar, yes?
This is Keemstar. So he was plus 10, like going up in the world. His views have gone up dramatically since this drama, but his subscribers continue to go down. So far, it's only been about 26 hours since Ethan's video has been released. As time of recording this podcast, he's lost 40,000 subscribers.
Wow.
So people aren't liking it. People are realizing what a monster or some of the things he's done in the past is coming to him now.
Wow, that's some real big numbers.
And then if we have a look at H3 statistics, because of course works both ends. Keemstar's going down. Maybe Keemstar subscribers are going into him and not liking him. But nope. He's actually gained 10,000. He's very inactive channel, and all of a sudden he releases this video and he's gained a 10k.
How many subs? 6.58. Jesus Christ! I didn't realize he had that many.
They both have massive channels, well over 5 million, and for them to have this feud is quite extraordinary. But however, just for reference, it's our social blade. As you can see, we're slowly going up in the subscriber world.
Yeah.
If anyone's watching this, can't stress it enough. Please hit that subscribe button. So this is like our channel that's like averaging like 50 views per video. In the last month, we've gained 300 views, which is nice. And if we were monetized, which we're not, because we don't meet any of the
basic requirements,
if our CPM was really good, we would be making almost £1. So social media wise, this is what's going on. We'll go with Ethan first. Basically, every time Keemstar posts a video, he'll at the person and go, "Congratulations, you made the news," because he's a news channel. Nah, this is like a shit show of tweets now. So he's basically saying, "Fuck Ethan, I will be responding." However, he wrongfully accused someone on the news. Wow. Ethan would have if he just left him alone. Keemstar technically wanted this video. Well, he expected to have a video made up on him if he accuses H3 for doing the wrong thing.
Right.
So he goes, "Fuck Ethan Klein, I will be responding." Two responses, because got to make that money, just instead of one big video, he wants to make 2 different ones. And then someone called Optimus straight up just accuses Ethan for downplaying and everything, and downplays Etika's personal issues. Etika, really good guy on the platform. Unfortunately, he committed suicide a few years ago. But basically, Keemstar retweets Optimus, right, and goes, I don't care what Keemstar's done, but downplaying someone's suicide, right? But this tweet in its own right, if we have a look at H3, Ethan responds to Optimus, "I don't care about false allegations of paedophilia and everything," and also responds with, "I most certainly did not blame Keemstar for Etika's death," which he didn't. Everyone thinks he's blaming him for the death. If Keemstar's response was that Ethan was blaming him for his death, he didn't. He didn't accuse him. He just simply mentioned that Keemstar, for a friend, was not helping the situation. So that's looking at it at both sides. Very much Keemstar's throwing out more allegations, and Ethan's just catching them and just responding the best he can. So that's basically a quick summary on both sides. I said I'm not biased. I can feel myself going for more Ethan.
Yeah, no, I can see that.
But that's because Keemstar's allegedly a news channel, but what he posts on his social media, like he says, is nothing to do with Drama Alert. But again, he's giving people wrong news. So you need to have credited sources if you're going to be a news channel.
So he's clickbaity as fuck, is what you're telling me.
Pretty much. So that's basically everything I put in my notes to cover. I can tell you some reactions. I went on Twitter to find out some reactions, which I'll post on screen now. Someone said, "Jesus, I'm in disbelief. You're such an asshole. Oh my God." Right?
Yeah, that's...
The next tweet is people trying to defend Keemstar right now, and it's a picture of a clown, if you can see. Put it on screen so you can see it in post-production. The next one is, "I love that Keemstar is getting dragged right now. He's the absolute worst person on YouTube. Definition of human garbage." People are just not liking him. Here's one. A lot of controversy right now is that Ethan attacked the sponsor, which is G Fuel, which is Keem's sponsor.
Yeah.
He references it throughout the video, and people are getting pissed off that Ethan went at the sponsor like that. But at the same time, why would you want a sponsor, a good sponsor like G Fuel, representing someone as snaky as Keemstar?
True.
So this next tweet is at G Fuel. "How can you support and sponsor a anti-mental health advocate? Watch H3H3 Productions' latest video and check your values. Sad to see one of few companies that support creators make such a bad judgment of character." That's some of the tweets that have been posted on this whole situation. So sorry for my 10-minute rant. I would like to hear your views. So now you know both sides. I tried giving Keem the benefit of the doubt a bit, but what he has done is sort of catching up with him. First question, what do you believe Keem is acting like right now with the 2 videos and his accusation against H3H3? What do you think his social media is going to be like in the next week, and what do you think his YouTube channel is going to be like?
Well, I think his YouTube channel is going to go down the drain. He's going to lose a lot of subscribers unless he remedies the situation very quickly. His social media probably about the same, unless he puts his hands up or has some way to prove what he's saying is true, that'll go down the drain. I think if you're going to go about accusing someone, which you know is false, at least make it legible. Don't overcomplicate it, because fraud's a very serious thing.
It is. It's very serious.
Like, if you're going to accuse someone of fraud, at least make a good story out of it and have the points to back yourself up, even if they're fake. And that's why he's gone wrong, because he's not thought it through. Whereas H3, I think, has actually looked at all the evidence and gone, this has happened, and he knows what's right and what's not. Yeah.
I feel like Keemstar will recover from this, because obviously he's got millions of people supporting him.
Oh, yeah. Like, I mean, his channel won't be damaged that badly, but it'll be damaged enough.
It's dragging through the dirt. I think Keem needs to stop this, or I think H3 and Keem both need to just hash it out a little bit.
They need to just agree to disagree. Stop.
Apologize. I reckon Keem, even though he won't, he's too proud. We've seen this before. Even though he won't apologize, I believe he just needs to say, okay, I fucked up a little bit here. I apologize. Sorry for everyone for my wrongdoings. And move on. And then at the same time, I reckon, even though I think H3 was quite entitled to say why he's wrong, shouldn't have gone through all of his past, like dragging his past back up, because what's said, people can evolve as people. I reckon H3 should have stuck with, he's wrong. I've not gone through fraud. This is why. He could have done that behind closed doors and let Keem say he was wrong, but there's always going to be this beef on both sides. And that's my honest opinion. I think they're both going to recover. Right now, you can see that H3 are just basking in plus subs
subscriber
and everything.
Glory.
Beef is bad regardless. I'm not a supporter. I know we're doing this podcast right now discussing it, so we're part of the problem. And I recognize that.
Yeah.
But
at least you understand you're part of the problem.
It's been a slow week, okay? We're still in quarantine.
It has been a very slow week.
It's the only thing to discuss. I know there's so many topics to discuss, but this one intrigues me because I've subbed to both of them. At the moment, I don't follow Keemstar anymore because I believe he's in the wrong. That's my opinion. Can't stress that enough. That's what I think. If you want to change my mind, anyone in the comments or watching this, please try to convey your point on this. But all I can see is that I've not been brainwashed. I've looked at both statistics. I've spoken about what both sides have done. Do I agree with it? Not necessarily, but because the facts are out there as they are right now. Again, this is an ongoing situation. It might change.
If you're going to make a comment as well, have an informed opinion. Actually do your own research before you make a comment.
Because as you can see from this podcast alone, we've done our research and we can see what people are thinking.
I know that I myself, if I know I'm going to be arguing with people and stuff, I will do the research so I know that I'm right.
That's all I've brought to this week's podcast. It's just this entire drama beef.
We're going into Ask the Other, segment number 2. What did your person want to ask?
So I asked my old flatmate, current housemate, if you could ask anything to an Australian, what would it be and why? He responded, his name is Jamie. Shout out Jamie, what up, gang gang? Tell me what it's like in Brighton, gang gang. He asked, what's it like living in a country so big? Like, how often would you go across the country?
What do you mean across the country? Like from one end to the other?
So you're in Newcastle, right?
Yes.
So he's explaining, like, I'm guessing, how often do you go to Perth, the other side?
I've never been to Perth.
Okay.
Ever in my life. Never been. I've been to Tasmania, Melbourne, and Brisbane.
So what's it like living in a country so big? Now he knows that you don't go across it.
Don't know, to be honest. I've never actually thought about it. Most people live on the coast. There's not many people that live inland because it's very barren, very dry. I honestly don't know. It's one to think about, Jamie. It's one to think about.
So we continue?
Yes. So I have a friend. I'm not going to mention her name. And her question was, I guess I would ask about their life. What's their favorite food? Because it's always interesting learning people's favorites.
At the moment, like everyone else, my life is quite boring. The quarantine's getting to me. Day-to-day, normal British life, I guess, is very pip-pip 2D2. I go down to my local pub, watch some rugby. And my favorite food? Wow, that's a good question. See, because most people would say like pizza or like pasta type dishes. Ooh, I know my favorite food. I know it happens once a year, okay? But it's my favorite. Not because it's because of the day. It's just because everything that you get on this day. A Christmas roast dinner. It's my favorite.
Oh yes, boy.
I can say Big Macs, and they're really good, but it's nothing like 2 o'clock on Christmas afternoon. You sit down with like a regular roast dinner. You get a plate that big. Christmas dinner, you get a plate this big, and you have everything. And like that includes the dessert you get with it, and the starters you have with your Christmas dinner, and the whole crackers, and you have the hat on. It's just fucking amazing.
Pigs in blankets.
Pigs in blankets.
Oh my god, pigs in blankets.
If no one knows what a pigs in blanket is, it's sausage wrapped in bacon.
Insert image.
There
you go.
That's what it is. Oh, and if no one knows what a true Christmas dinner is, another image.
Yes.
Sorry once again for this very controversial episode. If you've made it this far, this is our sponsor.
Joke's on you.
There's no sponsor. If you would like to sponsor us, we don't have a business email yet, so we should probably get on that.
I mean, you can happily transfer to my bank. That is fine by me. I've got one UK and one Australian, so take your pick.
Sorry for this very controversial episode. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you've made it this far. If you like what you saw, there's a playlist that you can watch.
It's a pretty dope playlist. I've seen it all. It's great.
It's A1B1 podcast.
Yeah, that's about it. Quarantine is Gooch.
I've been Tyler.
I've been Jake. This is A1B1 signing off.
Peace.
Is that TikTok dance?
No, this is wait. All right, I'm gonna take the mic off. I think I could do some TikTok dances. I think.
Oh god.
If not, they're gonna
be
outtakes.
Outtakes.
I'll put some really cool music to these. By the way, there's a subscribe button here. Just click it while we just talk about this in our outtakes at the end of this podcast. Are you ready? That looks like oops. No, that's going out. That's not going in. That's not going in. No way. No. I'm gonna beep what I just said. If you can imagine our reaction, you've got a mind. So definitely subscribe.